In the twilight hush before sleep, when the veil between the seen and the unseen grows thin, you stand at the gate of divine abundance, a passage kept sacred by the universe since time began. This is not mere rest, but a hallowed crossing, where your spirit steps beyond the limits of the waking world and enters the inner sanctum of creation. The ancients knew what many have forgotten. Sleep is not an ending, but a return to the source, the silent forge where thoughts are transmuted into form. As your body softens into stillness, your soul rises to meet the infinite, bearing with it the seeds of intention you have sown. In this sacred interval, when the conscious mind releases its grip, the soil of the subconscious lies open and fertile. Here, the universe listens most closely. Here, manifestation flows without resistance, for you are in harmony with the rhythm of divine order. There is no effort required, no striving, just surrender. The wealth you seek is not conjured through struggle, but through sacred alignment. As your head meets the pillow, your bedroom becomes a temple, your breath a prayer, your silence a sacred vow. Each night you enter this holy chamber where the hidden law of wealth awaits, ready to shape your world in the image of your belief. This is not imagination. It is a remembrance, a return to the truth that abundance is your natural state, whispered into being at the edge of sleep. But before we begin, please hit the like button and let me know where in the world you're watching from today. It's always fascinating seeing who's joining us from around the world. Part 1, The Sacred Hour Unveiled. Chapter 1, The Shepherd's Golden Dream. In the distant hills where ancient wisdom still whispers on the wind, a shepherd named Ezra tended his small flock beneath the vast canvas of stars. Each evening, as darkness draped its velvet cloak across the land, Ezra would gather his sheep and prepare for rest. Though his possessions were few, he developed a practice that would unknowingly alter the course of his existence, whispering words of thanks to the heavens before surrendering to sleep. Night after night, Ezra would gaze upward at the celestial expanse and softly murmur his gratitude for the health of his sheep, for the sweet water of the spring, for the warmth of his woolen blanket. As the moon traced its path across the sky, something miraculous began to unfold. Each dawn brought unexpected blessings: an extra lamb born strong and healthy, a forgotten coin discovered in the grass, a wealthy merchant offering fair prices for his wool. This sacred interval between wakefulness and sleep holds magnificent power, for it is then that your mind enters its most receptive state. As your analytical thoughts gentle into silence, your subconscious opens like a flower to the morning sun, ready to receive the seeds of abundance. In these precious moments, the electrical patterns of your brain shift, creating a direct channel to the universe's infinite creative force. The shepherd's tale continued as his nightly practice deepened. Ezra noticed that as his gratitude expanded, so too did his prosperity. His flock multiplied beyond measure, yet more striking was the transformation within his heart. No longer did he view wealth as something to chase. Instead, he recognized abundance as the natural state of being, flowing through consciousness before taking physical form. You are no different from Ezra. The same power that transformed his life awaits you each night as you prepare for sleep. Your bedroom is a sacred chamber where the universe's abundance flows most freely. Through the ancient practice of the evening gratitude whisper, you activate this transformative power. As you lay down each night, speak 3 heartfelt thank yous to the universe. Let your words carry the weight of genuine appreciation, whether for blessings received or those still on their way. This simple ritual, performed in the final moments before sleep, programs your subconscious to attract prosperity while you rest. Like Ezra beneath his starlit sky, you too shall discover that gratitude whispered at nightfall becomes abundance manifested at dawn. Chapter 2. The Twilight Gateway. In the heart of a bustling city where dreams often fade beneath the weight of daily toil, lived Margaret, a seamstress whose nimble fingers worked tirelessly at her craft. Each night, she would collapse into bed, her mind cluttered with worries about unpaid bills and dwindling savings. Yet one evening, as weariness settled over her like a familiar shawl, she experienced something extraordinary. Instead of surrendering to exhaustion, Margaret paused to acknowledge the sacred nature of this twilight moment. She noticed how different her consciousness felt in these drowsy intervals, lighter, more expansive, as if the boundaries of her being had grown permeable to universal wisdom. In this state, her intentions seemed to float like feathers on a gentle breeze, carrying themselves effortlessly into the realm of infinite possibility. What you may not realize is that this transition from wakefulness to sleep marks a profound shift in your brain's electrical activity. As your mind naturally descends from the sharp-edged beta waves of daily consciousness into the softer alpha waves of pre-sleep, you enter a mystical gateway. This neurological twilight zone serves as your nightly appointment with the divine, a time when the veils between individual consciousness and universal abundance grow gossamer thin. Margaret began treating these moments with reverence. Rather than allowing her thoughts to spiral into worry, she would consciously plant seeds of prosperity in this fertile soil. She visualized her sewing business flourishing, felt gratitude for the clients she already had, and surrendered her desires to the infinite wisdom of the universe. Soon, unexpected opportunities began appearing in her life. A wealthy patron commissioned an entire wedding party's attire. An exclusive boutique requested her unique designs. Her reputation grew, and with it, her financial security blossomed. Yet the most remarkable transformation occurred within. Margaret discovered that by honoring these twilight moments as sacred thresholds, she had accessed a direct channel to universal abundance. Through Margaret's journey, you glimpse the power that lies dormant in your own nightly transition to sleep. This same gateway opens for you each evening, requiring only your conscious recognition and reverent intention to activate its potential. The Twilight Threshold ritual awaits your practice. As you prepare for sleep, place your hand upon your heart. Feel its steady rhythm and declare with quiet certainty, "I am ready to receive the universe's infinite abundance through the gateway of sleep. As my consciousness expands, I open myself to the flow of prosperity in all its forms." Chapter 3. The Ancient Sleep Guardians. In a remote monastery among mist-shrouded peaks, Brother Thomas sought understanding of the ancient practices that had sustained his order for centuries. One evening, as shadows lengthened across stone corridors, elderly Brother Augustine beckoned him to the monastery's meditation chamber. "You see these walls?" Brother Augustine's weathered hand traced the smooth stones. "Our ancestors chose this chamber with great purpose. They understood that the hours of darkness hold powers beyond mortal comprehension. Through Brother Augustine's teachings, you now glimpse a truth that transcends time, that sleep serves as humanity's nightly reunion with source energy. In those precious moments when consciousness surrenders to slumber, your spirit connects most purely with the infinite creative force that sustains all existence." Brother Thomas learned that the monastery's sleeping quarters were deliberately positioned to align with celestial energies, their very architecture designed to enhance the manifestation potential of sleep. The ancient wisdom keepers recognized that as the conscious mind releases its grip, divine abundance flows most freely into earthly experience. With this knowledge, Brother Thomas began approaching his simple cell with renewed reverence. Each evening, he would light a single candle and speak words of grateful intention into the quiet darkness. Through this practice, he witnessed how the monastery's resources multiplied mysteriously, generous donations arriving unexpectedly, the gardens yielding abundant harvests, the community's needs met through channels that seemed to open by divine grace. You now understand that these same principles operate in your own sleeping space. Your bedroom, like Brother Thomas's cell, can become a sacred chamber where infinite possibility merges with earthly reality. The ancient wisdom keepers faced identical human needs for security and abundance. They discovered, as you now discover, that the pre-sleep state offers the clearest channel for universal prosperity to flow into physical form. The Sacred Chamber Blessing. Before sleeping, stand in the center of your bedroom. Place your hand over your heart and speak these words with sincere gratitude. I consecrate this space as a sanctuary of infinite abundance. As I rest, divine prosperity flows freely into my life. I surrender to the universe's perfect timing and trust in the manifestation of all my desires. And so it is. Let this blessing transform your sleeping space into a manifestation sanctuary, just as the ancient temples and monasteries served as channels for divine abundance. Chapter 4. The Mind's Sacred Surrender. Along the bustling streets of an ancient marketplace, Samuel paced anxiously between stalls of vibrant wares, his mind churning with endless calculations and worries about his trading ventures. Each night he would lie awake, thoughts racing through strategies and contingencies, until exhaustion finally claimed him. Through your own journey of spiritual awakening, you now understand what Samuel discovered, that the very act of mental striving often creates the greatest barrier to receiving abundance. The universe operates through perfect wisdom, yet your analytical mind attempts to control every detail of manifestation, blocking the natural flow of prosperity. In those precious moments before sleep, you enter a sacred space where surrender becomes your greatest strength. Just as Samuel learned to release his iron grip on outcomes, you too can discover that true wealth flows most freely when you step aside and allow divine intelligence to work through you. The merchants who achieve lasting prosperity are those who master this delicate dance between clear intention and complete surrender. They understand that the sleeping mind connects directly to universal wisdom, accessing solutions and opportunities far beyond what conscious planning could devise. Samuel's transformation began the night he first practiced intentional surrender. Instead of rehearsing business plans until exhaustion, he started each evening by clearly stating his prosperity intentions, then consciously releasing them to higher wisdom. Like water flowing around stones in a stream, abundance began finding natural pathways into his life. Unexpected partnerships formed, innovative solutions emerged in dreams, and opportunities appeared that his calculating mind could never have anticipated. You hold this same power in your pre-sleep moments. When you plant your wealth seeds with clear intention, then surrender their growth to divine timing, you activate forces beyond human comprehension. Your analytical mind serves you well during daylight hours, but true prosperity requires knowing when to step aside and trust in greater wisdom. The Great Release Meditation. As you lie in bed, bring to mind your deepest desires for abundance. Acknowledge them fully, then speak these words. I release these dreams to infinite wisdom, trusting that prosperity flows to me through divine channels. I am grateful for the abundance already moving toward me through the night. Feel your body relax as you surrender control, knowing that universal intelligence now works through your sleeping consciousness to manifest your highest good. Chapter 5. The Beggar's Bedtime Vision. In the depths of winter, Eleanor huddled beneath a thin blanket in her makeshift shelter, her physical possessions limited to what fit in a worn backpack. Yet in those precious moments before sleep claimed her, she discovered a priceless treasure, the power to envision a different reality. Each night, as the city grew quiet, Eleanor closed her eyes and allowed her mind to paint pictures of abundance. She imagined the warmth of a comfortable bed, the security of a home to call her own, and the freedom of financial stability. Though her circumstances remained challenging, these nightly visions became her sanctuary of hope. What Eleanor discovered, and what you now understand, is that the subconscious mind accepts vivid imagery as reality. In the twilight state between waking and sleeping, your brain cannot distinguish between what is imagined and what is real. This universal truth transforms your pre-sleep visualization into a powerful tool for programming prosperity. Small changes began manifesting in Eleanor's life. A kind stranger offering temporary shelter, an unexpected job interview, a chance meeting with someone who recognized her potential. Each tiny miracle strengthened her dedication to her nightly practice, transforming her desperate hopes into unwavering faith in abundance. Your own mind holds this same magnificent power. When you spend those crucial minutes before sleep immersed in detailed visions of prosperity, you literally rewire your neural pathways. Like a garden tended faithfully each evening, these thought patterns grow stronger, automatically guiding your daily decisions toward greater abundance. As Eleanor's story unfolded, her visualization practice deepened. No longer did she merely picture basic necessities. Her expanded consciousness embraced larger visions of prosperity. The universe responded in kind, orchestrating opportunities that aligned with her evolving abundance mindset. You may recognize Eleanor's initial struggles in your own financial challenges. Yet the same divine law that lifted her from scarcity to abundance operates equally in your life, waiting only for your conscious activation through dedicated practice. The 5-minute abundance vision. As you prepare for sleep, set aside exactly 5 minutes to imagine your ideal wealthy life. See yourself moving through your day surrounded by prosperity, the home you desire, the lifestyle you choose, the financial freedom you seek. Make each detail vivid and real, engaging all your senses in this vision. Feel the emotions of already possessing this abundance. Let this imagery be the last impression your mind holds as you drift into sleep, allowing universal wisdom to work through your subconscious mind throughout the night. Chapter 6. The Currency of Dream Consciousness. In a small village among rolling hills, Henry the blacksmith toiled each day at his forge, his strong hands shaping metal yet struggling to shape the prosperity he yearned for. One night, a peculiar merchant appeared in his dreams, dressed in robes that seemed woven from starlight itself. "Your thoughts before sleep are coins of infinite value," the merchant revealed, his eyes reflecting ancient wisdom. Each grateful contemplation, every vision of abundance, these are deposits into the universe's treasury. Through this mystical encounter, you now understand that consciousness itself serves as the most precious currency in existence. Your thoughts, particularly those final impressions, before surrendering to sleep, function as spiritual investments that multiply through the night's sacred hours. The universe operates as a divine banking system, accepting your pre-sleep thoughts as deposits that generate returns far exceeding any earthly interest rate. When you consciously choose thoughts of gratitude and abundance as your final mental activity, you initiate a powerful cycle of spiritual compound interest. Henry learned to treat his bedtime thoughts with the same careful attention a banker gives to precious gems. Where once he fell asleep dwelling on his struggles, he now consciously selected thoughts of prosperity, gratitude, and expectation. Each night, he placed these mental investments into the universe's care, trusting the divine wisdom to multiply them while he slept. Your sleeping mind serves as a tireless investment manager, working through the night to process your intentional deposits of abundant thought. While you rest, this aspect of consciousness collaborates with universal forces, arranging circumstances and attracting opportunities that align with your prosperity programming. As Henry mastered this practice, his life began reflecting the compound returns of his nightly investments. New clients appeared at his forge, unexpected opportunities emerged, and his reputation for quality work spread beyond the village. Each blessing confirmed the power of his conscious thought selection before sleep. The nightly abundance investment. In the final moments before sleep, choose 3 specific thoughts of wealth and prosperity as your spiritual deposits. Invest these thoughts with the same care and attention you would give to precious gold coins, knowing they will multiply through the night. Feel the absolute certainty that your consciousness is currency and that your grateful, abundant thoughts are growing into manifestations of prosperity while you sleep. Chapter 7. The Merchant's 3-Breath Formula. In the bustling markets of an ancient trading city, Clara moved among the fragrant stalls of spices with the quiet confidence of one who understood wealth's deeper mysteries. While other merchants anxiously counted their coins each night, Clara practiced a ritual so simple yet powerful that it transformed her modest spice trade into an empire of abundance. Each evening, as the sun painted the sky in hues of gold, Clara would settle onto her meditation cushion and practice what she called the 3 breaths of prosperity. This ritual, passed down through generations of successful traders, held the key to consistent abundance. You now discover that your breath carries more than mere air. It channels the very essence of universal creative force. Each inhalation draws in not only oxygen, but also prana, the sacred life energy that fuels all manifestation. This vital force flows most freely in those precious moments before sleep, when your body naturally relaxes and your spirit opens to receive. The wisdom traditions have long taught that breath serves as the bridge between physical and spiritual realms. When you breathe with conscious intention before sleep, you create a direct channel through which the universe can pour its infinite abundance. This connection amplifies your manifestation power beyond ordinary waking efforts. Clara's method worked with unwavering consistency because it honored both natural law and spiritual principle. The first breath of gratitude opened her energy field to receive. The second breath of visualization planted the seeds of specific desires. The third breath of surrender released all attachment, allowing universal wisdom to work unimpeded through the night. Through dedicated practice, Clara discovered that this simple ritual aligned perfectly with her body's natural rhythms, while activating the deepest currents of manifestation power. She found that prosperity flowed most abundantly when she reduced all complexity to these 3 sacred breaths. The sacred 3-breath formula. As you prepare for sleep, sit comfortably and begin with the breath of gratitude. Inhale deeply while reflecting on all you currently possess. Exhale appreciation for these blessings. Follow with the breath of visualization. Draw in the essence of your desired wealth. Exhale as you see it manifesting clearly. Complete the practice with the breath of surrender. Breathe in divine wisdom. Exhale all attachment to outcomes, trusting the universe's perfect orchestration. Chapter 8. Dissolving Midnight Blocks. In a small village known for its fine woodwork, Frank crafted exquisite furniture that drew admiration from all who saw it. Yet despite his masterful skills, wealth seemed to slip through his fingers like grains of sand. Night after night he would lay in his bed wondering why success eluded him, until an ancient truth revealed itself in those quiet moments before sleep. You now uncover a vital secret. The twilight state before slumber serves as a window into your deepest beliefs about prosperity. As your analytical mind grows quiet, the whispers of your subconscious rise to the surface, revealing the hidden patterns that truly govern your relationship with abundance. In these precious moments, Frank began noticing thoughts that had lurked beneath his conscious awareness. Money corrupts skilled craftsmen. Wealth belongs to others, not to simple woodworkers. I don't deserve more than basic survival. These revelations stunned him, for they contradicted everything he consciously believed about himself. The transition into sleep provides a unique opportunity to witness these limiting beliefs without their usual defensive armor. Your mind naturally relaxes its grip on established patterns, creating space for new possibilities to take root. This twilight awareness becomes your most powerful ally in transforming the subconscious blueprint that determines your financial reality. As Frank developed his nightly practice of gentle awareness, he learned to observe these limiting thoughts with compassion rather than judgment. Each evening, he would notice what arose, then consciously choose a new belief to plant in its place. My skills deserve abundant reward. Wealth flows naturally to those who create beauty. I am worthy of prosperity in all forms. This simple yet profound practice gradually cleared the invisible barriers that had blocked Frank's natural abundance. Like water wearing away stone, his nightly awareness dissolved years of limiting patterns, allowing prosperity to flow freely through his experience. The midnight block, dissolving. As you prepare for sleep, allow your awareness to rest gently on any thoughts about money that naturally arise. Notice these beliefs without trying to change them. Then, with loving intention, speak a new truth that aligns with abundance. Continue this practice until you drift into sleep, knowing that each night brings you closer to your natural state of prosperity. Chapter 9. The Golden Dream Weaver. The ancient wisdom keepers understood a truth that modern society has forgotten. Your dreams serve as direct messengers from the universe's infinite intelligence. This sacred knowledge comes alive through the tale of Grace, whose skilled hands stitched garments by day, while her sleeping mind wove patterns of prosperity by night. Each evening before rest, Grace began asking the universe specific questions about her financial path. "Show me my next step toward abundance," she would whisper as she placed her head upon her pillow. As she cultivated this practice, her dreams transformed from random scenes into vivid guidance, filled with symbols and messages about wealth creation. You now unveil a powerful truth. Your dreaming mind maintains an unbroken connection to universal wisdom throughout your sleeping hours. While your conscious mind rests, your deeper self receives downloads of prosperity blueprints directly from source energy. These divine instructions bypass your waking doubts and limitations, installing wealth-building programs that operate automatically through your daily choices. Grace discovered that when she wrote down her dreams immediately upon waking, seemingly nonsensical symbols often contained precise guidance about business opportunities, creative solutions, and profitable directions. A dream of golden thread led her to explore a new market for her designs. A vision of expanding fabric revealed the perfect timing to open her own shop. Your sleeping consciousness possesses access to an infinite database of abundant information that your analytical mind could never reach alone. Each night, the universe conspires to educate your deeper self about prosperity creation through the language of dreams. This natural process accelerates exponentially when you consciously program your dreams, to seek specific wealth-building guidance. As Grace's practice deepened, she learned to recognize different types of prosperity dreams, some offering immediate practical guidance, others revealing long-term patterns and possibilities. Her dream insights consistently manifested as real opportunities in her waking life, proving that her sleeping mind knew paths to abundance that her conscious thinking could never have discovered. The dream wealth weaving. Before sleep, clearly ask the universe for specific guidance about your next step toward prosperity. Place paper and pen beside your bed. Upon waking, immediately record any dreams, symbols, or insights received, knowing they contain divine direction for your abundance journey. Chapter 10. The Foundation Ritual. Through your journey into these ancient teachings, you now arrive at a fundamental truth: the power of unwavering dedication to your spiritual practice. This wisdom manifests through Benjamin's story, a man whose initial doubts about metaphysical abundance transformed into unshakable faith through the simple act of showing up each night for his appointment with prosperity. Benjamin began with small steps, dedicating just 5 minutes before sleep to abundance consciousness. He combined elements that resonated deeply with his nature: 3 grateful breaths, a moment of heartfelt visualization, and a simple surrender prayer. Though he felt awkward at first, he honored his commitment to this nightly ritual without fail. As weeks passed, Benjamin noticed subtle shifts. His anxious thoughts about money began dissolving naturally. Opportunities appeared with increasing frequency. His decisions around finances flowed from a place of quiet confidence rather than fear. Most importantly, his ritual no longer felt like a practice, but became as natural as breathing. The universe responds to consistency above all else. Your nightly dedication to abundance consciousness creates an energetic foundation that supports all other manifestation efforts. Like compound interest, small daily investments in spiritual practice yield exponential returns through the natural operation of universal law. Benjamin's transformation reveals that establishing your personal foundation ritual serves as a sacred contract with the universe. Through this daily recommitment to prosperity consciousness, you program your subconscious mind to align automatically with wealth-building thoughts and actions. This removes the need for constant conscious effort or willpower, allowing abundance to flow through natural channels established by your consistent practice. The Personal Foundation Ritual. Take a few moments now to craft your own evening ritual of abundance, one that speaks to the deepest chambers of your spirit. Perhaps you'll be drawn to combine the gentle rhythm of grateful breathing with the powerful imagery of visualization. Or you might feel called to weave together heartfelt affirmations with a profound prayer of surrender to universal wisdom. Some find their truth in silent meditation, while others prefer to write their abundance vision in a sacred journal each night. The particular elements you choose are far less crucial than the unwavering dedication you bring to this nightly communion with prosperity consciousness. Whether your ritual takes 3 minutes or 30, let it be a time that you protect and honor as your most important appointment of the day, your sacred covenant with the infinite source of abundance. Through your consistent practice, you establish an unbreakable energetic foundation from which all manner of prosperity can flow. As you design this ritual, trust your inner guidance. The universe has already placed within you the perfect combination of practices that will unlock your unique path to abundance. Let this nightly ceremony become as natural and essential as drawing breath, your unwavering foundation for manifesting the profound prosperity that is your divine birthright. Part 2. The Sacred Nighttime Rituals Revealed. Chapter 11. The Trinity of Twilight Power. In the quiet shadows of a small village bakery, Abigail stood each evening surrounded by the lingering warmth of ovens and the sweet scent of fresh bread. Though her hands created sustenance for others, her own prosperity remained elusive. Each night she would collapse into bed, her mind racing with scattered thoughts of bills, dreams, and worries, until an ancient wisdom found its way to her through a mysterious customer's words. The universe operates through sacred sequences, just as the seasons flow in perfect order, just as day follows night in eternal rhythm. Abundance manifestation requires its own divine mathematics. This truth transformed Abigail's chaotic bedtime practice into a powerful trinity of spiritual forces. First comes gratitude, the key that unlocks the heart's capacity to receive. Like the earth must be tilled before planting, genuine thankfulness prepares your consciousness for abundance. Abigail learned to begin each night by counting her blessings, feeling the warmth of appreciation dissolve her scarcity mindset. Next flows visualization, the sacred act of seeing with your inner eye the prosperity that awaits manifestation. As a baker shapes dough with confident hands, Abigail learns to shape her future wealth with vivid mental imagery, knowing that her subconscious mind accepts these visions as blueprints for reality. Finally comes surrender, the gentle release of all attachment to outcomes. Like a farmer who plants seeds and trusts in nature's wisdom, Abigail discovered that letting go allows universal intelligence to orchestrate her abundance in ways far greater than her limited mind could conceive. This trinity created a magnetic force in Abigail's life. Her bakery began attracting wealthy clients. Opportunities for expansion appeared effortlessly. Most remarkably, her relationship with money transformed from struggle to flow, all through maintaining the sacred sequence of her nightly practice. Within this story lies the foundation for your own transformation. The same trinity that governs all creation, from the birth of stars to the blooming of flowers, awaits your conscious participation. Through disciplined practice of this sequence, you align yourself with the very forces that orchestrate abundance throughout the cosmos. The Sacred Trinity sequence. As you settle into your nightly ritual, begin by immersing yourself in deep, heartfelt gratitude reflection. Let each blessing you count wash over you like gentle waves, allowing pure appreciation to soften every fiber of your being until your entire body resonates with thankfulness. Then, with your heart opened by gratitude, transition naturally into vivid visualization of your desired prosperity. See it with crystal clarity in your mind's eye. Every detail, every sensation, every emotion as though your abundance already exists in this present moment. Feel the rich textures of wealth flowing through your life. Taste the sweetness of success. Hear the sounds of prosperity surrounding you. Finally, complete this sacred sequence by releasing your visions into the infinite wisdom of the universe, like a child trustingly placing a precious gift into loving hands. Surrender all attachment, all anxiety, all need to control, knowing with absolute certainty that your abundance will unfold in divine timing through the perfect orchestration of universal law. Chapter 12. The Alchemist's Evening Transmutation. In the flickering candlelight of his chamber, Josiah sat cross-legged before his meditation altar each night, understanding that true wealth begins in the crucible of consciousness. His hands moved in precise mudras as he prepared his mind for the sacred work of spiritual transmutation. Through your own inner journey, you now encounter the deepest mysteries of abundance manifestation. The ancient alchemists veiled their greatest secret in plain sight, that the philosopher's stone exists within your own consciousness, activated most powerfully in those precious moments before sleep. Your mind serves as the sacred vessel where base thoughts of lack and limitation transform into pure abundance energy through the heat of focused attention. Just as lead becomes gold through the alchemist's art, your fears about money can transmute into unshakable prosperity consciousness through dedicated pre-sleep practice. Josiah's method begins with rhythmic breathing. 4 counts in, hold for 7, release for 8. This pattern activates your body's natural transmutation ability, shifting your nervous system from survival mode into the receptive state necessary for consciousness alchemy. With each breath cycle, you draw in pure potential and release all resistance to wealth. Next comes the visualization component, seeing golden light filling your body with each inhale, transforming any dark spots of scarcity thinking into radiant abundance energy. This is not mere imagination, but actual energetic transformation occurring at the quantum level of your being. The final phase involves holding dual awareness, maintaining clear focus on your desired wealth while simultaneously feeling deep gratitude for all you currently possess. This paradoxical state creates the alchemical tension necessary for transformation, like the precise temperature that allows metal to change form. Through consistent practice, Josiah discovered that his nighttime transmutation ritual began affecting his waking reality. Business opportunities appeared as if by magic. Resources flowed from unexpected sources. Most importantly, his entire relationship with money shifted from one of grasping the need to relax confidence in divine provision. The alchemist's transmutation meditation. Sit comfortably in your bed, spine straight yet relaxed, and begin the sacred breath pattern handed down through generations of abundance masters. Draw a breath in for 4 measured counts, feeling the life force enter your being. Hold this divine energy for 7 counts, allowing it to permeate every cell. Release for 8 counts, letting go of all that stands between you and infinite prosperity. As you breathe, visualize brilliant golden light like liquid sunshine, flowing into your crown chakra and cascading down through your entire body with each inhale. Watch as this celestial radiance touches every shadow of lack within you, transmuting dark spots of scarcity consciousness into pure, crystalline abundance energy. Let this light fill every corner of your being until you glow like a star of prosperity. In this elevated state, expand your awareness to hold 2 sacred truths simultaneously: the clear vision of your desired wealth manifesting in perfect divine timing, and the deep soul-level gratitude for all the abundance already present in your life. Feel how this dual awareness creates an alchemical tension, a sacred crucible of transformation. Continue this ancient practice for several minutes, allowing the transmutation to deepen with each breath cycle. When you feel complete, gently lie down to sleep, knowing that the cosmic forces of abundance continue their sacred work through the night, restructuring your consciousness at the quantum level while you rest in divine peace. Chapter 13. The Wealth Whisper Technique. In the quiet hours before sleep, Harriet sat at her small writing desk, penning gentle words of abundance into her journal. Each night, as drowsiness softened her mind's sharp edges, she would whisper these carefully chosen phrases into the sacred stillness of her bedchamber. You now approach one of the most potent secrets of manifestation, the extraordinary power of words spoken in that mystical threshold between waking and sleeping. Your mind, in these precious moments, becomes as receptive as freshly tilled soil, ready to receive the seeds of prosperity through carefully chosen language. The universe responds not to the volume of your declarations, but to the depth of their penetration into your subconscious mind. In the quiet moments before sleep, when your analytical mind loosens its grip, your whispered words of abundance slip past all resistance, embedding themselves directly into the fertile soil of your deeper consciousness. Certain phrases carry particular power when spoken in these twilight moments. Wealth flows to me effortlessly resonates more deeply than I want to be rich. I'm grateful for my ever-increasing abundance, creates stronger patterns than I need more money. Your subconscious mind responds to the language of present gratitude and peaceful acceptance rather than desperate wanting or future longing. Through patient practice, Harriet discovered that her evening whispers transformed not only her dreams but her waking choices. Her mind began automatically steering toward prosperous opportunities, making wealth-building decisions without conscious effort. Her gentle bedtime practice accomplished more than years of forceful daytime declarations ever had. The words you choose for your evening practice must speak the native language of your subconscious: imagery, emotion, and present tense acceptance. Rather than fighting against current circumstances, your whispers should paint pictures of the abundance already unfolding in your experience. The Wealth Whisper Programming. As sleep approaches, speak these phrases in gentle whispers. Divine abundance flows through me naturally and easily. I rest in perfect trust that wealth grows while I sleep. Every breath draws prosperity deeper into my experience. I am grateful for the endless stream of abundance filling my life. Let these sacred whispers be the last notes of your waking consciousness, gently seeding the fertile soil of your subconscious mind as you drift into the mystical realm of sleep. Like ancient incantations passed down through generations of seekers, allow these words to weave their transformative power through the deepest chambers of your being during the quiet hours of rest, working their divine alchemy in the sanctuary of your dreams. Before we get into the next chapter, you can download a free ebook version of this audiobook using the link in the pinned comment below this video. Chapter 14. The Patient Gardener's Night Planting. In a small village among rolling hills, Cornelius tended his garden with the same devoted attention he gave to his nightly wealth practice. Each evening, as the sun painted the sky in twilight hues, he would sit quietly by his bedside, planting the seeds of abundance in the fertile soil of his consciousness. You now uncover a vital truth about manifestation, that your pre-sleep practice follows the same divine timing as nature's cycles of growth and harvest. Just as a seed requires time beneath the soil before its first green shoot appears, your nightly intentions must develop unseen roots before manifesting as visible prosperity. The universe operates through perfect natural law, neither hurrying nor delaying the manifestation of your desires. Your role, like any wise gardener, is to maintain consistent faith while honoring the sacred timing of spiritual harvest. Each night's practice deposits new abundant seeds into the cosmic soil, regardless of whether yesterday's plantings have yet broken through to physical form. In the beginning, Cornelius often checked anxiously for signs of financial growth, just as novice gardeners dig up seeds to see if they've sprouted. But through patient observation, he learned that prosperity unfolds according to divine schedule, not human timeline. His nightly practice became a sacred appointment with universal law, free from the burden of desperate expectation. Gradually, Cornelius witnessed how his consistent bedtime ritual produced magnificent results. Opportunities sprouted, resources multiplied, and abundance bloomed in perfect sequence. His patience proved that wealth manifestation, like nature itself, operates through inevitable cycles that cannot be rushed but can be trusted completely. Your own pre-sleep practice requires this same gardener's wisdom. Each night you plant new seeds of prosperity through conscious intention, while maintaining unwavering faith in the perfect timing of your harvest. Though the fruits may not be immediately visible, your consistent practice ensures their eventual emergence according to universal law. The night planting ritual. Before sleep, settle yourself in a comfortable position and enter a state of tranquil receptivity. Close your eyes and envision yourself in a vast moonlit garden of infinite possibility, kneeling before soil made rich with cosmic potential. With reverent hands, plant glowing seeds of abundance into this fertile spiritual earth, each one containing the essence of your deepest prosperity desires. As you tend to this sacred garden of manifestation, speak these words with the serene conviction of one who understands the perfect order of universal law. I plant these golden seeds of prosperity with complete trust in divine timing. Like the patient gardener who knows the seasons, I maintain unwavering faith as my wealth grows, naturally and perfectly according to the cosmic cycles. I rest in peaceful certainty, knowing that my abundant harvest approaches with each passing night, growing stronger through my consistent practice and absolute trust in universal law. Feel the truth of these words settling into your being like gentle moonlight, blessing your spiritual garden. Let this profound sense of trust and certainty accompany you into restful sleep, knowing that the seeds you've planted are being nourished by the infinite wisdom of the universe. Chapter 15, Creating Your Sacred Sleep Sanctuary. A humble seamstress named Beatrice lived in a tiny attic room above the village marketplace. Though her quarters were small, she discovered an ancient scroll that spoke of transforming sleeping spaces into sacred chambers of manifestation. Night after night, she began implementing its wisdom, starting by removing clutter that blocked energy flow and arranging her few possessions with conscious intention. You now unveil a profound truth about manifestation, that your physical environment shapes the quality of your spiritual connection during sleep. Your bedroom serves as the sacred vessel that either amplifies or diminishes your pre-sleep programming, affecting how clearly abundance messages and opportunities flow through your dreaming consciousness. Just as temples are prepared for holy ceremonies, your sleeping space requires careful attention to energy, arrangement, and intention. The ancient ones understood that environmental preparation dramatically enhances manifestation power, treating their sleeping chambers as sacred portals where human consciousness meets divine wisdom through the gateway of sleep. Through patient dedication, Beatrice transformed her modest room into a prosperity temple. She placed crystals in the four corners to anchor abundance energy, used soft golden candlelight to invoke wealth consciousness, and positioned her bed to receive optimal manifestation currents. Most importantly, she maintained impeccable order and cleanliness, understanding that outer organization reflects and supports inner clarity. Within weeks, her enhanced sleeping sanctuary began amplifying her nighttime practice. Her dreams grew more vivid with prosperity guidance, synchronicities appeared more frequently, and opportunities seemed to flow naturally into her experience. The very air in her room felt charged with manifestation potential. Your own sleeping space holds identical power to support your wealth programming. Through conscious preparation and energetic maintenance, your bedroom can become a dedicated temple for abundance attraction, working in harmony with your pre-sleep practice to accelerate manifestation results. The sacred sanctuary preparation. Before sleep each night, purify and elevate your room's energy through the ancient practices of smudging with sacred herbs or the resonant tones of ceremonial bells. Thoughtfully arrange your furniture and belongings to create unobstructed channels for abundance of energy to flow freely through your sacred space. Position carefully chosen symbols of prosperity, perhaps a crystal cluster, a golden statue, or meaningful artwork, where your gaze will naturally fall during your pre-sleep manifestation practice, allowing these touchstones to anchor your wealth consciousness. Maintain your sanctuary with reverent attention, ensuring perfect order and pristine cleanliness prevail at all times. Every object should be intentionally placed. Every surface should gleam with loving care, for this space is far more than mere sleeping quarters. It is a holy chamber where your consciousness aligns with universal abundance. Let each careful arrangement and mindful cleaning become a moving meditation, a physical prayer expressing your dedication to prosperity consciousness. Through this sacred preparation, your bedroom transforms into a living temple of manifestation. Every corner radiating with possibility, every shadow holding the potential for miraculous abundance. The very walls seem to pulse with creative power, supporting and amplifying your journey toward unlimited wealth through the conscious architecture of environmental energy. In this carefully tended sanctuary, your pre-sleep practice gains profound momentum, carrying on waves of intentionally cultivated prosperity vibrations. Chapter 16. The Generous Heart's Bedtime Practice. In a bustling marketplace where merchants competed fiercely for customers' attention, Theodore baked his bread with loving care, yet struggled to maintain consistent profits. Each evening, he would hear tales of his competitors' successes, larger orders, expanding businesses, new ventures. Initially, these stories brought pangs of worry and subtle resentment as he prepared for sleep. One night, while studying an ancient text on abundance, Theodore encountered a forgotten truth. The universe operates through endless circulation, like breath moving through all living things. This revelation transformed his nightly practice. Instead of lying awake concerned about others' achievements, he began offering heartfelt gratitude for their prosperity. You now discover a profound principle governing all wealth manifestation, that abundance multiplies through celebration rather than competition. Your pre-sleep moments offer the perfect opportunity to align with this universal law of circulation. When you genuinely rejoice in others' success before sleep, you open yourself to receive increased blessings through the same channels you celebrate. The deeper wisdom reveals that all prosperity flows from one infinite source, like countless streams from a single ocean. Your gratitude for others' wealth signals to the universe your readiness to receive greater abundance yourself. This truth transcends mere positive thinking. It operates through precise spiritual law that responds to generous consciousness with multiplied returns. Theodore began blessing specific competitors each night: the pastry maker who opened a second shop, the grain merchant whose business doubled, even the wealthy banker who seemed to have everything. He discovered that true celebration of others' success dissolved his scarcity consciousness, replacing worry with genuine joy for abundance in all forms. Within weeks, Theodore noticed subtle shifts. New customers appeared, seemingly guided by invisible hands. Unexpected opportunities arose for larger contracts. His modest bakery began attracting wealthy patrons who valued quality over price. The very energy of abundance he celebrated in others started flowing naturally into his own experience. You recognize in Theodore's transformation a universal invitation that your pre-sleep gratitude for others' wealth can become your most powerful abundance accelerator. Through conscious celebration of prosperity wherever it appears, you align with the infinite flow of universal wealth that seeks expression through all willing channels. The Generous Heart Blessing. As you prepare for sleep each night, bring into your awareness 3 individuals who are experiencing notable financial success in their lives. With deliberate intention, call forth their images in your mind's eye, perhaps a thriving business owner, a successful artist, or someone who has recently received a windfall. Allow yourself to feel sincere, heartfelt gratitude for their prosperity, blessing their continued abundance with pure and genuine joy, free from any trace of envy or comparison. Visualize golden light surrounding them as you celebrate their good fortune. Feel your own heart chakra expanding like a blooming flower, opening wide to receive the increased wealth that flows from the same infinite divine source